Jason, the team dominated the first half. Second half, a little bit different. Overall thoughts on that game?
Overall, I think for the most part we dominated the game. We have to have that killer instinct in order to put teams away. We felt that the game should have been at least 2-3-0 by halftime. But if you allow teams to hang around, then at 0-0 they always have a chance in the game. We weren't happy that we conceded so early in the second half to go down 1-0. But full credit to the boys. Even after the sending off, tactically we had to make some changes in order to, you can sit 4-4-1 and they end up seeing out the game, or you try to get a bit more pressure to the ball up the front. So we went 3 in the back, 4 across midfield, and moved Raheem from a winger role to central with Ayo. And thankfully we got a goal at the end. So great character at the end to fight through and get a point. But from our perspective, we definitely dropped 2 points today, for sure.
So safe to say you're a little disappointed in that result?
Yes, for sure.
Talking about the team in past games, creating opportunities seemed to be the problem. Today, it was coming from all sorts of areas in the field. Talk a little about the improvement from that.
Yeah, we recognized that they were having a high line, and we were able to get past their first line of pressure. And then if a team has a high line, then you just try and threaten them behind. In the second half, we tried to get that pass in behind them directly to goal, where even if we just put it slightly wider, we still had them turn and would have been getting to their goal, whether it would have been a crossing position or what have you. But from that perspective, we just have to be just a little bit more ruthless in the first half, as well in the second half as well. If we had scored that first goal, then I think it would have opened up for sure.
And a little bit about Liam Fraser. He had a strong game, scoring, tying this game. Talk a little bit about him.
Yeah, I think he was our best player tonight, even outside of the goal. I was more impressed with his defensive work, the amount of times that he recovered the ball for the team, made tackles. Some of his long-range passing is phenomenal, especially the one in the first half that put Sal in behind 1v1. So, that's part of his game. We've just been trying to ask him on the defensive side, and he's definitely improving on that side.
Is discipline a bit of a problem for you guys? I mean, this is the second home game in 3 you've had finished with 10 men.
Yes, I'm not happy about it. I spoke to Buba earlier in the game when he was on a yellow, just to remind him. I also think it was a soft second yellow card, if I'm honest with you. But, in those moments, we are handicapping ourselves, and you don't want to give the referee any sort of excuse to send you off. So we have to improve in that area and mature, and just understand that, if we keep 11 people on the park, that we give ourselves the best possible chance to win games.
And now he can't play the next game, right?
That's correct. Now
he's been one of your better players.
Yes, he has been very solid over the last sort of 3-4 games for us that he's played, and now he's suspended, so he has to learn from that.
What do you need to do to make sure you convert more of your chances? What do you tell the players? I mean, how do you get more of those creative plays that you make into the net?
I mean, that's why strikers at the highest level are paid so much money. It makes the difference in games, and we can tell them to focus and get them repetitions in front of goal in training, but ultimately it comes down to the crunch time when the pressure's on. What sort of composure do you have? Which sort of club size do you select? Do you need to blast the ball? Do you just need to side foot it? Do you need to put a little spin on it? Do you need to chip the goalkeeper? All these different things come into mind, but ultimately they have to make quick decisions within seconds. So the very best players in the world get paid a lot of money to do just that.
Raheem Edwards, whenever he's out there, seems to be a constant threat. Is he going to be back starting and playing more in the next game or two?
Yeah, we felt the spark that he gave off the bench the other day against Rochester wasn't the levels that we expect of him. Today he gave a much better performance off the bench. He had a little bit of an injury for a couple of weeks, so we're just slowly trying to build him back up, and he'll get his opportunity again.
Yeah, because he almost had a couple of goals.
Yeah, for sure. I think he'll be disappointed with that one himself, but like you said, he's been a threat today and definitely gave us something off the bench.
Thanks.